And next time I catch you in here messing around when I tell you to come get ready for the show, I'm going to put Conqueror's hockey on this fist and punch you next time. Alright? Get it right, Larry. Get it right.
I will, sir. I promise. You don't have to worry about it. But we are alive right now.
Hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. Welcome back to the Slyy Report. Today we will be talking about Chapter 1093, Luffy versus Kizaru. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with the news. Thank you for joining us. And today, we continue our coverage of the Egghead incident. We pick up where we left off, with Admiral Kizaru and Luffy clashing. Kizaru is firmly in the grip of Gear 5 giant Luffy. Luffy begins the wind-up, and he has perfect form. He's about to toss this Admiral as far as he can. But Admiral Kizaru still seems to be as cool as ever. Still talking slowly, still getting his little, ooh, take it easy on me now, would ya? His little quirks off, you know what I'm saying? He's all about big business, as another person would say. But don't let that fool you, because Luffy throws this man towards the ocean as hard and as far as he can. And then, at this point, the Vegapunks and Atlas decide to go down to the lower stratum in order to rescue Bonnie, because she is down there causing havoc on the Marines, having survived being tossed through the barrier by Kizaru. Now, we cut down to Bonnie, and she is doing, she's alright. She's not dead. She has taken heavy damage, but the reason that she did survive is because Sentomaru, who is on death's door, by the way, got up and caught her. Jumped up, caught her, landed, and was like, you gotta get out of here. And then collapses. And Bonnie is doing her best to survive. Vegapunk is stressed. He's like, Frankie, what happened? How could you let this happen? Bonnie is just a child. Implying that Bonnie is a lot younger than we believe she is. Which, I wouldn't be surprised if she is, but we'll see. So, we cut back up to the lab, and Atlas, Vegapunk have decided to go down to save Bonnie and also to take back control of the pacifistas. Sanji, of course, decides to go with them because saving Bonnie. Jinbei is gathering all of Vegapunk's equipment, and he's going to take it to the back to meet up with the Sunny. And Lilith is in charge of the Frankie Shogun, and the Frankie Shogun is carrying the Sunny back to the meetup spot. Frankie has decided to go down with Sanji, Vegapunks, and Atlas so that he can help save Bonnie. So, we cut over to the ocean, and Kizaru is flying towards the ocean, still not very pressed, still keeping it calm, and he's like, I'm about to fall into the sea. And this is where he comes with his attack. Hold on, I gotta look at the notes for this one, because saying this is crazy. He comes back with the Yasatami no Magatama and clones himself to attack Luffy. Now, I do have to go back. I am a little bit excited to talk about this Yonko the Admiral stuff. So we do have to cut over to our CP0 agent versus the first mate, which is Zoro. And now this clash is interesting. Lucci is awakened. Zoro does have the hockey flames on his blades. But the interesting thing is the words Zoro says to Lucci and the words Lucci says back. Zoro says to Lucci, with this level of power, there is no way I would let you fight my captain. And Lucci says back, well, maybe that's true, but if I take out the number 2 of a Yonko, then this might be worthwhile. Now, the reason this is important is because in the story, in the time frame that this conversation is happening, at the very least, 12 to 24 hours ago, Lucci said these exact words. I don't even recognize Straw Hat as an emperor. I'm gonna attack. So, I see this as a mental L for Rob Lucci. Because you've already lost the mental battle, my friend. You've already been broken in spirit. First, you had to wait for Kizaru and backup to show up to even have the spine to attack. Second, you didn't attack the head honcho, you attacked Vegapunk. And then you were intercepted by the number 2 and you can't even get past him. It's not looking good for you, my friend. It's not looking good for you. So, we cut back to the meat and potatoes. Luffy and Kizaru. As I said previously, Kizaru has made clones and he teleports back in front of Luffy. The clones make the lightsaber sword and they attack. One of them attacks Luffy. Luffy dodges the attack, but the clone slightly scratches him. And it hurts. And Luffy responds with a Dawn Whip. And he takes out 2 of the clones. But the clones continue to attack. So Luffy starts to run on air again. So he can just do this now. He runs on air. And he leaves the clone in a line behind him. Turns out, this is part of Luffy's strategy. And he attacks with Dawn Stamp, destroying all the clones. He looks, he's like, did I get the real one? And then all of a sudden, turns out, this is part of Kizaru's strategy to distract Luffy so he can go back to the lab stratum and attack Vegapunk. But, turns out, Vegapunk's not there. So, Vegapunk's already in the Vega tank with Atlas. Sanji's hanging on the outside, and they're barreling down towards the lower stratum. Kizaru sees this. He's gearing up to attack with a laser. Luffy sees this. He's like, what are you doing, old man? Do you want to die? So Kizaru attacks with a laser. Luffy intercepts the laser and swallows it. He does say that it's hot and light emits from his body. Crazy. At this point, this is when, and I said this earlier, but this is when Frankie tells Lilith to take the Frankie Shogun and carry the Sunny to the meeting spot. And he's thirst quenching, always the same price. Arizona. It's good. They come in many flavors. Go and try one. One of my personal favorites, grape. Delicious. So the camera died?
Yeah, but you did use it earlier, and
I don't want to hear that, man. If you would have been down here doing your job, then it would have been charged. I wouldn't have had to use it to do what I did.
I guess.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Are we back live?
Yes.
We back live?
Yes.
All right. So, as I was saying, Frankie decides he's going to go down with the guys to save Bonnie, to try and help save Bonnie. And as I said previously, now we're all caught up to where I was before. Now, so they come barreling down, and at this point, Atlas goes on the intercom and she's like, hey, all the pacifistas, this is Vegapunk. Your orders are to clear the Marines from this island. And the pacifistas start responding, and it seems like everything's gonna go good, and we have hope. And then we cut to the last panel of the chapter, and it's Saint J. Garcia with the shadows over his eyes looking menacing. There's no background, so we don't know if he's still on the ship or if he's on the island. But we know that this look means business. And unfortunately, due to the action, our on-site reporter was taken out, and we're gonna have to send a new guy out there. It's gonna take about a week, so we won't have any coverage on this interesting and world-shaking front until our new man gets out there on the scene. It might be Larry. But until next time, good morning, good evening, and good night. Thanks for joining us with the Gold Fang crew for the review/news. I am Gold D Ranks, the first mate. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share. And we will see you next time.